Yes, I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Just another day on the job for us!
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Itto.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
ดูอะไรเลวร้ายมาก
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring this Oni in. No problemo. This does sound like a job for the Traveler. She'll be back with that Oni in no time.
แถมยัง
I
มาก
have
ประสบการณ์
complete
อีก
confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you. The last place Paimon wants to be is in a gang fight.
We are still investigating Arataki Itto's potential motives behind these incidents, as well as his current whereabouts. But please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Itto's circumstances than I am. Thank you. I will await your return. Ad Astra Avisask.
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Itto guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
Arataki Itto? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very
นาย
overbearing
ไอแฮม
in
หรือนายไอ
everything
อะนะ
he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control. I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Itto fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
ไปถามคนอื่นต่อ
Arataki Itto? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryou Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you
ไม่มีความ
misunderstand
สามารถ
me.
พอที่จะทำเรื่อง
When
เลวร้า
I
ย
said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes.
หมายความว่า
Mhm.
Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!" And so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Itto a scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of diabolical deeds?
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kinda sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable. So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
ไปกันต่อ
Arataki Itto. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
คุณเอส
We
เก
know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Itto hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start. Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the vision. At the time, Arataki Itto put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara to finally secure his vision. The vision hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to...
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Itto, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Paimon remembers that there's a detective agency here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
ถามสอบนักงานนักสืบกับน้องซังโกะ
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Itto.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things. A one-off payment of 397,000 mora up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Itto is successfully caught and brought to justice.
โดนหัก 5% ด้วย
That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
แพง
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryo Commission. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Itto. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case. A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The Blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The Crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the Blue Oni said to the Crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You'll come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the Crimson Oni chased the Blue Oni away. The Crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the Crimson Oni went to tell the Blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it? What about the little Blue Oni? Whatever happened to him?
I suppose the Blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the Crimson Oni remain now.
But the Blue Oni was just an innocent little kid!
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Itto is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Itto has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the Blue Oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal!
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss? According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryo Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Itto chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait! Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Itto has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Itto is allergic to beans. In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Itto. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
It's fine. He's the bad guy,
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky! But also, thanks! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Itto!
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What we have you solve.
เราไปเล่นพวกนี้ด้วยดีกว่า หาเพชร
It's pouring out here! Oh, wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they? Take it. Go on. You have my approval. Hold that pose. Boba, get them. Starball. Out of the frying pan, say cheese. Drop.
Cheap tricks.
Boba, get them. May I present Starball.
This.
แต่หน้าสีดาวจะมีตัวฮิวไหมนะ อยากได้ตัวฮิวหมู่กับน้องซายุ
I doubt anyone's still looking for these.
Oh, brilliant! Race you! Out of the frying pan. Drop!
I'm ready.
Starball!
ฮิวหน่อยแล้วกัน
Hard-hitting explosive!
You win.
May I present?
ๆ เข้ามาแล้วนี่นะ แล้วดันนี้อยู่ตรงไหนวะ
Huh? ensure your safety. Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yep. It's important to replenish your supplies often when you're out in the wild.
น้องมาวิ่งเล่นบ้างละกัน
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I'll keep this close.
น่าจะอยู่ตรงนี้แล้วมั้งเราต้องทำเควสก่อนจะเปิดดันได้ ว่าเควสนี้เราเสร็จแล้วหรือเปล่า มีให้ช่วยอีกแล้วเหรอ ว่าเราเอาอันนี้ออกได้แล้วเป็นน้องหมดแล้วผมไม่เห็นเลยฮะอ๋ออยู่นู่นนี่บ้างไม่มีอะไรเกิดขึ้น เราต้องไหว้อันนี้3 ครั้งแล้วก็มาคุยกับคนนี้ ถ้าเอาไหว้3 ครั้งแล้วไม่มาคุยก็คือ ไม่ได้ของ มันก็มีแต่ไอจุดขึ้น3 อัน นี้เราก็มาเปิดกล่องได้ ใช่ ไม่ถึงเควสสักที
A reward on the road.
นี้
According to Detective Sango, Itto should be somewhere around here. Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight? Say cheese! The show begins! Drop! Smile! Starfall!
เอ้าไม่โดนเฉย ไหน ในนี้มีอะไรนะ
According to Detective Sango, Itto should be somewhere around here.
ไม่เห็นมีอะไรเลย
Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight? Footprints! Let's see where they lead. forward. Could that be him? Is that Arataki Itto? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
กด E ค้างเพื่อเล็งและวางถั่วเพื่อเล็งและคว้างถั่วตายย่อแล้วนายมายืนตักฝนทำไมเนี่ยนี่
Hey!
Are you okay?
ไปถามเขาทำไม
Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control. It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment.
ตอนตักฝนก็ได้
Need a moment? Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Hey, whoa. Take it easy. Just stop with the beans, okay? Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans
โอ๊ย
we have.
โดนช็อตอีกแล้ว หายจากฉาก
Yep, that's right. Me, all by myself. Nobody. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves. Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly she took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Itto! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
ไปภาษาอังกฤษเรียกว่า uncle อ่ะ
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on, you promised.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like, so...
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Itto has.
Huh? What?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Itto, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Itto bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh! It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me,
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two... If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't...
What should we do? There is...
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a... Come with me. Saves you work.
หาดวงยักษ์หาดวงยักษ์มาสู้กับน้อง
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back. Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all.
But we're not the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but and by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. You have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
Okay, so he's not the...
Okay, let me see. Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom moral we're gonna find some major...
ลูมินถึงกับกลุ่มขมับ
Beefy Beetle King, here we come!
อยู่ตรงนู้นอีกแล้วไม่มีที่สูงแล้วถึงปะ
Look! You see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto! Now that's what I'm talking about! Huh? Oh, what the... Ah, no! Not lavender melons!
ไม่ถึง
Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else.
แต่ตะกี้นายบอกไม่ได้โม้อะนายโม้แล้วมั่งผู้เชี่ยวชาญอะไร
This is the one! This is the one! See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Oni Kabuto. Yeah, it's on the smaller side.
ตัวใหญ่อยู่นะ
Size isn't everything in a beetle fight. Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight? Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that...
Right here! Look what Paimon found! If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one. What do you think, Itto? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter. It matches everything you said about a good bet. The one you guys found must be way big.
มีแผลด้วย
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Nope. This is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
แต่เราจับมาหลายตัวแล้วนะ
Looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway,
ตัวใหญ่กว่าเยอะเลย
with both your beetle and mine, I can
ดู
tell
โหด
this
ด้วย
will finally be the one. This time, well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented. So many unrelated things have to come together at...
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference.
Whoa. Let's not do it. I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at... Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
พี่โตแค่ไม่อยากชนะเด็กมั้งตัวแบบชนะแล้วก็เด็กไม่เล่นด้วยอะไรเงี้ย ก็เลยแกล้งแพ้ไปเรื่อย
Again, I never quite managed to get a shot of Hold that pose! That's my name, Rolling Stone! Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
เลยเล่นกลาง
Yeah,
ใส่
sure
ฝน
thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry, I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, Stripey Ghost!
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
แต่มันมีแผลที่ตากันอยู่แล้วนี่นะ
That's right! Finish it!
มันเป็นลายมากกว่านึกว่าเป็นแผลไอตัวแดง
Oh, no! My little Nimble Ninja!
Ha! Looks
Dang it! Oh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
ดูท่าทางน้องมิโอจะ ไม่ได้โกหกเรา
Stripey
นี่นะ
Ghost is invincible! Even Uncle Itto can't beat him.
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear!
ไม่มีข้างหน้าแล้วนายต้องไปกับเราก่อน
Time to give
All right, go
one looks ultra strong.
ของไวมอนตัวใหญ่ไปอีกอะ
But it's still no match for you, Stripey.
All right, little guy. Use your super Paimon tornado!
No, I can't believe it. I lost.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor was... I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take... Oh, right. Yeah. Now that... This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh? For me? You're really giving it to me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's a good boy.
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing.
ใหญ่ก็
You're
ชื่อ
from
โอ
the
นิ
Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Itto.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell you? They're my friends. In fact, they're in the gang. We're practically family.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Itto didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad guy.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? How should I explain? I'm a real lousy liar.
Itto, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say. Don't worry about us.
น้องง่วงก็หงายท้องไม่ขึ้น
Thanks, Granny. Seems I can't hide it
นิ่งไปเลยนะ
anymore. Come with me. I'll explain everything. I'll be honest with you. This thing, the Tenryou Commission, I have my own reasons for lying about it. And I really didn't... I'm the same as you.
So why in the world would you say that you were the...
Maybe you don't know because you're out...
Hold on a second.
Oh, so you already know.
So, is this...
Everything about the fate of the Oni, but the other details aren't historically accurate. The Inazuma of long ago was a... The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the...
Paimon thought you were two different species.
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong. Because humans were still with... The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans. But the blue humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that if things were to continue that way, over drinks, they swore... First, the Oni. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni. After choosing exile, since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid...
So you're saying the real culprit...
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an... But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. Exactly. I've always respected the Blue... Our pride does not allow for any wrong... My guess is that the Blue Oni was... That's right. If I didn't step in, the
What does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved...
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin
โดนไฟ
after
ช็อต
I
อีก
sent
แล้ว
them running from the... He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house.
น้องกระเด็นไป2 รอบ
By the
แล้ว
time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out. There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe... But, if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I...
Yep, Paimon too. Just treat it like...
So, you... Well, I should tell you, though, things... All right, then our first...
สวัสดีครับคุณ24 เอาหลบเชียว
Out of my sight.
โอ้
May I present?
วันนี้ไปลงอาร์ติแฟกต์กันไหมจบเควสนี้ก่อน โอเค
Yo, you must be Masato.
And Oni.
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill.
Oh, right. Sorry. It's not the first time that's happened to me, but this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a fit. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go. Yeah, but the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end.
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Did he say why they were robbing?
Surely it was Mora, right? I mean, I can't say for sure.
Do you have any idea?
I have no clue. You weren't gonna go after them.
Don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scum. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around...
อ๋อเป็นโจรมีมารยาทคนเข้าของแต่ไม่ทำร้ายผู้คนหายไปแล้วหรือว่าต้นไม้ก็ไม่น่าใช่ไปไหนแล้วธนากิอยู่ข้างล่างก็ไม่น่าใช่ เราก็แวะจับปูก่อนแล้วกันนะจับปูหาหอย
The show begins. Drop. Say cheese.
เป็นไฟฟ้าดีกว่า
Shower me with praise. Breaking news. Ah. Drop.
แล้วเมื่อไหร่เราจะได้เนี่ย
A reward on the road.
ทำวันหนึ่งลืม3 วัน เป็นธนู ใช่
They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we... Oh, here they...
Yeah, there they are. All right, it's go time. Let's get it. Can't catch me.
เล่นไงวะ 11 อาซัตสึสืบทอดพลังชีวิตความเสียหายสกิล500ได้รับไม้เพิ่มขึ้นถ้าไม่ได้มันจะการันตีให้วันที่7มันน่าจะเลย7วันไปแล้วแหละ
Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me.
แต่ว่าไม่ได้
Fight first, talk
ทำ
later.
ทุกวัน
Say no more. How's this? Attaboy!
12หรือว่ายังไม่ถึง7วัน
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Itto, descendant of the Crimson Oni.
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate, but what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would. Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go in a... Huh?
Who are you? The Blue Oni gave up everything. But let me ask you, you're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them... You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a bit...
Since when do you care what other... But do you have any idea of the kind of life... We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. No clothing, no medicine.
So, that's why...
That's right. Why should I accept that life? I've abandoned our Oni pride. I've given everything that I... That's what matters most to me.
Yeah, and besides, the blue... If people see Oni causing trouble again...
You make the Blue Oni are the bad guys. So we're expected to do bad things. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides he's the one that wasted...
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you.
You should get your priority. The Blue Oni are history. Why couldn't you just stick...
There they are! Seize them!
Oh no! It's the...
Forget it. Look, I don't expect you to understand.
Hey! He got away! Uh-oh, we need...
We can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Whatever you do, don't...
มีแต่ต้องตามไปยักษ์ฟ้าไปใช่ไหม
Battle formation!
ไม่ได้ตาม
Soldiers, quick! Bam!
Come on, men! He won't get away this time!
Yeah.
Just give yourself up, Arataki Itto!
น้องวัวทำอะไรได้อะถ้าธนูเขามีแค่คันยูกับไทนาริใช้ได้
Coming through! Let's roll!
I've lost.
Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of, but I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. No, all that would do is send them after our blue Oni friend instead.
Then what should we do? The Tenryu...
No choice.
Hey, boss! Thought you'd have Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him. Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, there's no time. Go, do what you gotta do, boss.
Watch yourselves. Soon, come on, you two. Time to roll.
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around.
นี่มาเชียร์มวยหรือมา
Run for it, boss!
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
It was real touching and all what they did. Those few guys weren't much of a gang.
It takes more to run a gang, okay? That's all I've got for now.
Rolling stone.
อ้าวยังไม่เต็มเหรอ
Hold that pose.
นึกว่าอันติเต็มแล้ว มองยังไงไม่รู้ ไปตามรอยเท้า
There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead.
Huh. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? A wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
Crumble apart. Let the world collide.
Right this on your side.
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further. Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead. Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on. Hidden entrance. Yes! All right, this is gonna be where they keep all...
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably a...
Huh? Of course, but it takes a world-class... So I'm here to save him no matter what...
Huh?
กันอยู่ในซอกเขา ตลอด จะเล่นอีโตะอีกแล้วแฮะ
Attaboy!
This place is huge. Pretty fancy for a hideout.
All acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt. All the more reason we gotta put an end to this. This! Boom! Bam!
ทุกตัวทดลองในเควสมันให้T3มามั้งแต่อาร์ติแฟกต์จะมั่วๆหน่อย
Attaboy!
Finally, no.
How come the stairs are over there? We can't go up if we can't reach them.
No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
Oh, it's moving!
See? What did I tell you?
นายก็นั่งดูเรา
Just
เนี่ยนะ
trust my instincts.
อ๋อกินเหล้าอยู่ลุกขึ้นมาได้ยัง
Let's roll.
Say no more. Say cheese.
Bam!
Very.
น้องๆดึงเลือดหมดเลยอ่ะ5 คนนี่คือทางเข้านี่คือห้องที่มาปะแต่ว่าเราวิ่งผิดทางแล้วก็ขึ้นทางนี้ใช่ปะโอเค
Let's get down to business. How's this?
Drop. Hard hitting exclusive. Smile.
Let's roll. It's showtime.
My blade. The fairy.
Strike a pose.
No.
เฮ้ย
Look at all the people locked up here.
Must be holding on to them for leverage. All right, let's get them out of here.
Dad,
There's more! There's more! Feel my blade!
yes! Rumble apart!
Mining, killing sound. Breaking out.
Oh, you're coming through!
วงจรไร้กาดยังไม่ได้สู้เลยแต่เพลงจะเล่าไว้ไหน เพลงอย่างตืด
You're all free to go now. Quick, get to safety.
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy? We're awfully worried about him.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
But
Oh, you must be Daisuke's parent.
yes, that's right. Have you seen him? Where is he?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori. He's been worried about you. I bet he'll...
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you, thank you.
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my... Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this.
Really? Just one little compliment and it goes straight.
These fake... No one dares stand up to them.
Would they really?
No, actually, because one... Oh, in fact...
At night, he would secretly bring us food and... Are you a friend of his? Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the...
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straight...
I'm glad to hear that. He's...
Don't worry. Anyway, you should scram. It's still not...
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family. We...
Huh. A child that made some poor choices. Anyway, let's get going, while we still have time. Can't catch me. This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can.
Going somewhere! See no more!
Attaboy!
How's this? The fairy light blade! Finally,
Smile.
there's more! To the fairy.
Time to shine.
Who wants some of this?
Light blade. Bet you think you've won, don't ya? So naive. This is my home turf. I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing too.
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
You better stay where you are and let me finish. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of a mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in...
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've gotten escape. You've had your... my paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you...
Yes, that's it. But when did you...
I snatched it earlier to stop you from...
Why, you...
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you...
Just give it here!
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening. Yeah!
เป็นโบ
Great
กไปเล
work,
ย
Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from...
Huh?
I said stay away!
Hey, oh, okay.
Just because I won't let him blow this place to... Unless you want to get buried, you should leave the...
If you were that cruel, then why bother...
I'm not here to reason with you. This sacrifice is mine to make.
No one needs to...
All right. I've tarnished our... I chose this path. This is between us.
They're here. We won't let them.
Hey, Tenryo Commission. I'm the one you're looking for. You're the ones in charge of detaining
It's like he's trying to.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking... Listen, Takuya. Sacrificing yourself, your sacrifice can't protect me, or sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the The Blue Oni have been scraping the We've made mistakes. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni. Well, then But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about... Now, let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya!
ตกใจเสียงเพลง
I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this.
Come on!
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
เควสคนอื่นมีเพลงอย่างนี้ไหมเนี่ย
We managed to save everyone. But what about Itto and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're all right.
ของน้องโคโคมิก็ไม่เห็นมี
Itto and Takuya.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay. I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal...
Why would you do... I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood. Our parents and their parents before... I just wish you'd come to find... If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared.
Not to me. It's only because of that. Honestly...
You say all that.
You remember the pack, don't... Every member of the... Take Akira, for example. Even Granny... You want to talk about pride?
But...
don't worry.
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. Takuya, based on the findings of our investigation, all stolen articles will be reclaimed.
No! Please don't! Without those...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belong to us. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin.
Might want to put your grand plan...
Oh! But no worries. I'll put my...
Yeah, we've already arrested...
Oh, right.
That's what they...
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation? Thanks.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well, but given your unique circumstances and...
Hey, wait. Unique circumstances? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, see you next time. Whenever that'll be.
โดนจับไปแล้ว
Well, he's pretty.
โดนอีกแล้ว
Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
เดี๋ยวไล่เดนมาจะเอาใครมาพีชีพดี
Well,
get.
So, yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Dai. He and his gang may have acted Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Itto...
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Itto is a far cry from us, if you ask me. I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids are playing with all the time. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind...
I don't...
Thank you, Granny.
Yes, you needn't worry.
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
ยายก็อยู่กลางสายฝนเงี้ยนะ
Ah, I'm glad. As for the blue Oni, just leave them to me.
Do you need our...
No, no. Go
รอบ
on
ที่
ahead.
3 ของวันนี้
Besides, once Itto is really... Oh, yes. And you know what? He does whatever he puts his mind to. Back when I took him in, but I've never been because Itto...
ยายเป็นอ็อบเจกต์อะโดนฟ้าผ่าไม่เป็นอะไรเลย
Long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the blue Oni back home. The crimson Oni didn't know where to find the blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the blue Oni had once done, the crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Al, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Al. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.